basically I was looking at sort of Jordan airships at the time, and this was like one of the first ones to come out, and I didn't realise there would be a plethora of Jordan airships coming out similar to a Jordan 2. And maybe I should have waited, but I didn't get these at a high price anyway, so I did get them on sale. And this is the Jordan Airship in the University Gold. This one I bought, like I said, because I didn't realise there would be so many coming out, so I bought these initially thinking, you know, it's a nice pair to have, a pair of airships in hand, and this was one of my first pairs, the green being the first one. And it's just like I said, a piece of history that I wanted to sort of check out and sort of see what the silhouette was about. And it's just one of those ones where it is pretty much a standard sort of basketball trainer from back in the day in the 80s, and does give you that sort of feel of it being more like a Jordan 1, I guess. And you know, sort of the same sort of tech in there, so it's got an airbag in the heel, and the insole's kind of this similar sort of feeling really. And I feel these run slightly sort of on the smaller size, so I do tend to go half size up. And also I find like the leather on these to be, on this particular version, to be, it's quite sort of thick cut, but it feels quite sort of like it's got some sort of coating on it, and therefore feels quite sort of rigid and solid to the touch, similar to an 85, but I don't think it's quite like an 85 sneaker in terms of its leather quality. But like I said, the stiffness is kind of more sort of feels like that. I've not seen this in quite a while, this type of feeling, but if, like I said, it feels, I wouldn't say it's synthetic, but it's more sort of stronger, sort of tougher leather. And yeah, it's got the Nike Air on the back. There's no sort of embroidery or anything like that, it's just been printed on. And this one, you know, feels very much like a GR version. So here are the details for the Air Jordan Airship PE SP University Gold. It comes in a white University Gold colourway, and it has a polyurethane cupsole with an airbag unit in the heel, and it's made up of all leather materials, and the price was £140. So the comfort and sizing, I feel like this is the same as a Jordan 1 really. It's on the medium to firm side, and because of the flat sole, it can get sort of fatiguing after a while, and it does feel sort of quite sort of firm on foot. And I would say there isn't much support around the arch either, so you know, you just be wary of that. And I think with this one, similar to the pine green version, the wearing time for this is around sort of 6 to 12 hours, because it's got a sort of almost sort of thicker cut of leather in my opinion, and it's quite stiff. And I would also recommend going up half size for wide footers. I feel like the airships run a slightly smaller than a standard Jordan 1. And much like a Jordan 1, the traction pattern on this is the same, so it has that radial traction pattern which works really well. So with the look and style, I do like the sort of classic look, basketball look for these types of sneakers, and this one's no different. And it's another pair similar to the pine green that you can wear to autumn, springtime. Because of the thicker cut leather, I'm not really one to sort of wear these during the summertime, but autumn, spring works for these. And again, similar to the pine green version, you can sort of dress these up smart casual, it just depends on what you're wearing. And the laces that you can go with it is obviously the yellow and the white, but you could also try sail with this as well. So with the final thoughts, I like the 85 cut midsole. Again, with this one, it's a similar story. The leather material feels quite sort of thick, so I think that's more like an 85 type leather. And the colourway is very sort of simple, so it's very sort of neutral at the same time. The University Gold does obviously pop and is quite sort of loud. In terms of cons, I think the price is probably slightly on the higher side, because this feels like a more of a cheaper version of the Airship. And I'm not a fan of the heel logo. I'm used to it being embroidered, so this one in particular has just got the sort of stamped on. And it has a standard insole as well, so I'm not too much of a fan of that, whilst the neutral grey pair had a really nice plush insole. And I'm not a fan of the shiny leather used on this either. So with the ratings, I give the look and style for this a 3 out of 5. It's again a standard Airship, it's not anything special, and like I said, just feels slightly on the cheaper side. And with the comfort, it's the same as like a Jordan 1 really, so I'm going to give that a 3. And the quality, I give it a 4. Like I said, the leather quality feels like a sort of thicker material, but I'm just not sure about the coating around it. It might be that it creases up quite easily. I'm not too certain of that at the moment. And the pricing is just priced a little bit too high, being a sort of standard sort of GR release really. And overall, it's another one of those sort of standard airships, and not a must-have unless you really like this particular colourway.